Now, before we get into this entertaining video, we would just like to remind you to like and subscribe.
Yes, please do like and subscribe.
Sunflowers! Well, hello there, everyone, and I have a guest with me today. Yes, Mama Crone is going to be listening in because if you saw our chit chat with the Crones, we had discussed how apparently you had just recently done a reading on Hailey Bieber and how she's adjusting to being a new parent.
And I just did a reading on Ashante.
Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. All these pregnancies out here.
Yeah.
But apparently the news has came out to confirm your reading about how Justin could be struggling with adjusting to parenthood because he has been open about struggling with mental health.
It's hard. It's not. It's beautiful. It is beautiful, but it is hard for a new parent. Now, I don't know what it's like to have nannies, but it's just new. You know, you're not used to a baby. You're not used. Your life has changed. It's never the same. It's not the same. It's just not the same. You are now responsible, and when you have a baby, it just disrupts your life, your sleep, everything, and it takes adjustment. And at least I think for the first 6 weeks or the first 3 months, you need help.
Okay.
You need help. Mm-hmm. But it's a beautiful thing, but it can be stressful if you don't have help. Because that baby needs you every hour on the hour, at least 2 hours, that baby needs you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Because you got to keep feeding it because you.
Yeah, so baby learns to let you know when it's hungry. All right, so if that we're going to be doing a reading, I'm going to be doing a reading on Justin Bieber and checking on his mental. I might join,
and I don't know.
So we're just going to place this card to represent Justin Bieber right here, and I'm now going to shuffle the cards and to see what is going on with his mental.
Baby Crone said, I would like to read other than
K-pop.
I said, okay, Justin Bieber, you mentioned it, take it on.
I sure did suggest reading on it.
So excited. Let's see how good she does, and then you can read on other people.
All right. All right, now the cards are nicely shuffled. So now let's lay out the cards.
Are they talking?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. That's for sure. So to focus on his mental in particular, I see right now at this very moment, literally on his mental is many things. So Justin Bieber appears to have a lot on his mind mentally at this very moment. Like the news article suggested, an insider said that maybe Justin should seek therapy or at least have somebody to talk his emotions through and with. And also Justin Bieber has been open about being dealing with mental health. So because of that, he is adjusting to being a new parent. There's also, who knows, having to deal with Hailey and how her hormones are now changed now that she has had delivered a baby. So because of all that, there's just a lot currently going on in his life, and it is kind of weighing down on him mentally. We'll see how well he plays, how well he, I want to say, works it out in the public. Or
does fish have something to do with finances?
Yes, fish just have to do with finances.
So could it also be that it could just be affecting him working?
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, because now that he is a new father, he
taking time out for that too, trying to figure out all that. Yeah. That could be stressful.
That could also be stressful.
Because he had been doing a couple of gigs here and there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has. Mm-hmm. But what he definitely has anchored down or what holds what holds him down during this time is his love for Haley and
The babe, the
yeah.
little bee, no bee.
The little Beeve. Now that they have this family, this whole family unit, they got to experience this together. Now they have the little Bieber.
The little Bieber. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a great moment at this time for him, and maybe that's even why he's taking. Maybe why he could be taking some time off.
And it just seems also to like this is an accomplishment for them. And it just seems like this is very precious to them. And they have gone through a lot, and they fight over their marriage. They fight to make their marriage
They
work.
really do. They honestly do. What I do see though, thinking about his mental, he definitely has overcome a lot throughout the years. So maybe he has a bit better management over his emotions, and maybe he does have some healthy coping mechanisms that can get him through these times to maybe help de-stress and de-regulate. But what we do see is that he is in the past, because this represents his past and where he's where's the card that this represents his past, and basically the past that's affecting his current present moment, and his current present moment is going to end up affecting his future. And what I see in his future, now that he's overcome maybe some of these mental things, mental challenges, and finding ways to cope with it.
Wait a minute, before you go to the next, I want to say something.
Okay.
Also, speaking about that overcoming, if you look at that card close enough, you'll see this light. So I think that with the baby and everything, maybe he's willing now.
Okay.
To get counseling. Maybe he sees things a little bit clear. Not only has he crossed over, maybe his mind is more open. He's willing to be, because he wants to be a better dad. You know, he loved kids. So we know that when he was with Courtney. Mm-hmm. So to be a dad, and this is happening. So I see that there's light at the end of the bridge.
Yes, I like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm. And what was that man over there?
Yes, that man is the wealthy man, which symbolizes where Justin is going to be going into in his near future, which is fitting because right above you did point out that the fish could represent commerce as well as, because the fish does represent abundance of money or achieving money. And because of that, the wealthy man symbolizes somebody with a status that is worth.
Could it be like his manager or something?
Maybe it could be. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how his
father. Do he have a relationship with his dad?
I'm not really sure about that. Mm-hmm. But no, typically the wealthy man symbolizes somebody within the same age group as Justin Bieber. Maybe it could be a colleague.
Colleague.
Yeah, because usually it represents like the best friend or somebody close to him. Now, what I'm going to do is read the outer corners to figure out what is currently influencing him. And what I like about this is that this does kind of tie into his career now that I do see it. Thank you. We have the wise owls right here symbolizing guidance. Like you said, maybe he is willing to seek and get to therapy. Yep. Mm-hmm. Being a little bit mature. And also on that diagonal, if you look on what's also above him, we have the letter which symbolizes signing contracts. And maybe like you said, that could be like the wealthy man could have been his manager, maybe somebody that could help manage his singing career, tour dates. Maybe he's not making music, maybe he's taking time negotiating, making deals. Maybe he's seeking guidance about what kind of contracts to make. Maybe he's slowing down a little bit, but also maybe he could want to maybe even work more now for his family, to be that supporting.
But also, but also remember, this is all about his mental. And right now he's not being the best. But these are the things that's trafficking in his head. These are the things that he thinks about. These are the things that, can you imagine? He's the great Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
so these things he wasn't performing. Then he started performing here and there. Yeah. He had that thing with his eye.
He did.
Him and Haley been going back and forth.
Even she had her own health problems.
Yeah, so this is a couple that's been through hell.
They really
And
have.
so I just wish him nothing but the best. But go ahead. So these are his trepidations, the things that he go through, his business, his career, singing, new dad, and it can be daunting and overwhelming. And I definitely could see that counseling for both of them could be good.
Yes, most definitely.
Couples counseling. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, couples counseling, even better. But yes, thank you.
Because she's having problems with her family, but the reading said that it is going to get better. So, so they both have problems. So,
right. But yes, I do see, as you are right, I did want to read on his mental, and it seems like also that has to pop up is his career. So that's something that he also has on his mental.
mind.
Now, funnily enough, what I also see on another influence is this star card, which symbolizes, I don't want to say hope. I mean, they say it's hope, but the best way I can put it, because I'm trying to not make it sound so dire about his mental, saying that he needs to hope to get better.
But let me help you. Also, it's a star card, and he is a star. He's a mega star, and he shines bright. So when I think of that, I think about how it must be in the streets. How, like I said, all the tension, all can't go nowhere. Yeah, I just imagine.
Yeah, I do have an article quote that did say that about his star.
Is that right?
I can read it right here real quick.
Okay. That's what I see.
Okay, it says, everywhere he goes, talking about Justin Bieber, everywhere he goes, people are either clamoring for a piece of him or trying to provoke a reaction. So it's understandable he gets triggered. But that's the sort of stress he will always face as someone with his level of fame.
Yeah. See, that's what I see. And I see that's something that he has to deal with. His stardom. This man is stardom. And so he has to get used to all of that. What is his parallel card? This is about the energies, right?
The house.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thinking about that, maybe, like you said, talking about balancing his public life, his stardom, and then his private life, his home life, which is this house.
Which he probably channel his energy at home.
Okay.
It probably come out, you can't take it out in the street.
That's true.
So when he come home, it just put it all over the place.
That too.
It must be for people to be saying to him he need counseling. I'm sure they're not saying that to him out in the street.
No. And it was an anonymous tipper because they said it insider. So whoever that friend was, they are just maybe worried for. And
not only that, you can look on the other side. You see, he's getting wise counsel about it.
He definitely
I think he really can. I think he goes through bouts of depression or rages. I do. I think he just, the fame, it could just be overwhelming, especially when you're young and you just want to feel normal.
That's true.
And the fame is his normal.
Yeah, because he literally got discovered on YouTube, I think, at the age 13 or 14. So he was literally young. So let's find out what the block card is for him at this very current moment in his mental. A courthouse. That's very interesting. Usually, typically, because I'm not sure if he is tied to any legal matters at this very moment. However, I will say, going back to the letters being signed in contract and things being written out, maybe just like we was talking about with these wise counseling, maybe he, not like literally as a block, but maybe this courthouse symbolizes what we'll call a support group of people that support him, want the best for him, looking out for him, and also trying to, try to get through to him, send him messages, be texting him, maybe even possibly wanting to meet up with him. Like this insider made a tip to a online blog. So all that, he has people that are looking out for him. And that too could also bring and weigh him down, because now he could probably maybe feel like he's burdening people with just the way of his behavior.
And also be, like you said, also, it could also be that this too is another thing that they don't want. We don't want you getting in any trouble. So, you know, what he could be having loud outbursts. He could be having rages. We don't know, but we know it's enough where people around him say you need help. And maybe they saying, we don't need no court stuff. We don't need no red tape. Let's just get you under some help. It could be that too.
Yeah, that could be
Because
too.
I do see, for me, I feel as though it's urgent that he talk to someone.
Okay.
Not like he's gonna hurt anyone, but like I said, you know, he could just lose his temper, you know, everything. You just had a baby. You need to be strong and mental to handle it. Haley is not gonna be available like she used to be. It's their lives have changed. And if you're used to having your way, all of that's going to change.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
it's an adjustment for both parties.
Mm-hmm. So at the very bottom of the deck, I'm going to pull out a card to symbolize what could be the outcome for Justin Bieber and his mental. Oh, okay, that's interesting. We have the loyal dog, which symbolizes
Peace.
Yeah, definitely.
He will get the peace. He will get the peace he needs. I think this baby thing has changed him. I think babies change him. At least change him for now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just seemed like a sensitive soul. He doesn't seem like a bad boy at all. It just seemed like he followed the crowd and like his friends. But what is his sign?
Let me see. I almost want to say he's a water sign, but I could be wrong.
I'm thinking he is. I think he's a Cancer, right?
You know, I think we are right now about a Cancer. He's a Pisces.
Oh, see, very spiritual, very sensitive, believe in God. You know, this man has been through some things. Remember, he been tangled up with the Diddies.
That too.
So, there's some things that's been going on. And so,
But yeah. So to quickly run down about his future and about his mental, looking at these cards while you was briefly talking. So how like we said, he's going to be coming at peace in the future, like in the future.
Some way.
Yes, in some way. And it will be because he is getting some wise counseling.
And he's listening.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it could be from a trusted friend that he trusts. Maybe it could be that he will even get himself reestablished once he gets his mental together. He'll be able to get his image together, but all at the same time, he will always have family and his loved ones on his mind, like Haley and the baby.
And his family.
Yeah, his family too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so all that. Maybe he wants to take some time, some seclusion to be home. Maybe not be in the public light so much right now. Just maybe even just enjoy this new time, having this baby with his significant other. Yes, just to enjoy the fact that they have a baby together.
And they waited. They waited what, 5 years?
Oh,
they waited to do this. So this wasn't a rush thing. And no, I think a lot of couples should think before they have a baby. People get married and they just have all these kids at one time, like Kim Kardashian. Sometimes you need to chill. Give it some time. I wish this couple the best because they need it.
They've been together for 7 years.
Right. This is. I wish them the best. This can only bring them together.
It really can.
Because they love one another,
Yes, they've been through
and the world tried to break them up, but it didn't do it. So
y'all stand strong.
Y'all stand strong. Y'all can do this. You only got one more year and you finally made it to the 8-year mark.
Yes.
And they said if you could make it to the 8-year mark, you could do 8 more. It's love. Mm-hmm. It's about love and mutual respect for one another. And don't give up. Don't give up on the love for one another. That's the thing. Don't give up that we love one another.
Yes.
and we care about one another, and that's your family.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at that baby boy, and you look at your wife, and wife, you look at your husband and say, we can do this. For him, we could do anything.
I like that.
That's what I believe.
So I hope you guys enjoyed my tarot reading on Justin
Did I take
Bieber.
over?
Nope, you did not. You
I
helped.
couldn't help it. You wanted me to sit in. You know I would say something.
Hey, that's okay. You helped steered it in some directions, clarify some things, help me see a little bit more fuller of a picture, or instead of just seeing one card in one way, you branched it out a little bit. And then when I started getting his career in here while I was talking about his mental, you redirected it saying that that's what's on his mental at his time, and that's why I was focused on his career. So,
right, because the career is showing up.
Mm-hmm.
It is showing up very strongly, and it's something on his mind, front and center, actually, because that's where the fish are.
Yes.
So that's front and center on his mind. Also, right there as his accomplishment is Haley and the baby, because that's where the love card is.
Mm-hmm.
So, money, work, leaving the family. Should she do a show? They're probably saying, I don't know, maybe not right now. She just had the baby, but we don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But these things are on his mind.
Yeah, all this
Contract.
negotiation.
Right. And then the home, it's like, I don't know if I need the home right now. It's all new. And maybe Haley, it's like, I want you around. We don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're just card readers.
Yes, we are. Yes. If you guys like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up if you made it this far. Yes, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps the channel. Yes, thank you as well. And with that being, oh yes, please comment if there's anybody else who would like me to read on. Like I said, or Lady Crone said earlier, usually I read on K-pop. However, I do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. And sometimes I try now.
But I do
hopefully
think you could read on other stars. Nothing too complicated.
Okay, yes, thank
but
you.
you could read on other stars. Now you did very well.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading too about Justin Bieber and his mental and apparently his career and about everything that's going on in his life at this very moment. So with that being said,
and at the end of it,
okay,
he'll wind up being his own best friend.
Oh, I like that.
And that's hard. That's hard.
That is true.
For many people to be able to love themselves for who they are and what they are. Nothing more and nothing less. And sometimes when people struggle, they struggle with their own darkness, their own demons. And that's what I see with Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe one day the cards say he will become friends with himself internally, and it will manifest outwardly. We believe that.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you know what we say with that?
I know it.
Sunflowers.